business has been good, thanks to all the people coming from the West. I should give them a deal.
They say the Sun family comes from around here.
I ran into Lord Wang Gai outside the city. Think I can tell?
Let's go. Take that. Now. Let's go.
The enemy officer has been defeated. Take this. The enemy officer has been defeated. This territory is ours. Now. Let's go. Time for a little fight. Get ready. Now. Easy. All my might! Take this! I will break you! Easy. Take this! Bear witness to our power! I've been waiting for this. Now. All my might. I can't. The enemy officer has been defeated. Let's begin. Now then.
Right.
One guy, heading out. We can do it!
We of the Soon clan have longed for this moment. As the blade of the hand, we shall strike our long-hated foe! Let's move out, everyone! Forge on ahead and hold nothing back!
Remember the officer. I leave Liu Shun and his ilk to you.
Take that!
We shall guard this position. Brother, you do as always and charge on ahead as you see fit.
I knew I could count on you, Twen. Come, let's give this fight all we've got.
Where he is! This one, see it! Glory to the man who strikes him down!
The enemy
close enough
officer
to strike Lord
has
Sun
been defeated.
You'll have to get through me first! Yes! Let us join forces! All she gives to me! Let's try. Now. Take this. Let's give it to them. Infested.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Bear witness to my power. Bear witness to my power.
Take this!
All my might. Bear witness to my power.
Watch the master at work.
This territory. The enemy officer has been defeated. This is a ferocious tune indeed.
Let's get serious. This is hardly enough to stop us. Forge ahead, straight on through.
Accomplished more than I could have. The enemy officer has been defeated.
Sun Sua is focused on Liu Biao's forces. Now is our chance to strike at his back. Begin the advance.
Liu Shun's men are on the move. shall strike at their rear, circle around from the east, and quickly take control of the base. Now, advance! Do you intend to strike Liu Xun's army head-on? Not how I would do things, but I leave this to your discretion. The enemy officer has been defeated.
Take this! Can't believe this.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
How about this?
Bear witness to my power. Take this.
Let's give it to them.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Take that! Take this!
The enemy officer has been defeated. Bear witness to my power.
I know how to get the job done.
Now, take this. Take this. Proper strategy can overcome any obstacle. I've been waiting. Take this.
The little conqueror, Sun Ce, trampling the Shan Yue people underfoot, all for the sake of domination. His ambitions must be thwarted.
Take this!
Bear witness to my power.
Can't believe this.
The enemy officer has been defeated. That man's skill is unquestionable. Still, there is something about his demeanor.
It's not possible.
Watch the master at work.
One down! Many more to go!
Let's get serious. Bear witness on my power. Take this. Better ready. Now.
Sash.
The enemy officer
The sacred
has been
bird
defeated.
Yuan. Those eyes. Yes. You must be.
What? We've been flanked by Sun Ce's forces? So our own tactic has been used against us.
The detachment seems to have made a dent in their defenses. Unrest is spreading through the enemy ranks.
Show you! I knew they'd come through for us. Now then, time to clean up the rest of this riffraff.
There's still Liu Xun. to deal with. Let's bring the fight to him.
Now, advance! We no longer have to fear attacks from the rear. Go, Sun Tzu. Take your revenge for Lord Sun Jian.
The time has finally come. I could not have made it this far without you, Joyu. Knowing that you're watching my back means that I can afford to be just a little careless out there.
Now, have at them! Surround them and put them to the sword!
Advance! Stick close to me, now! Begin advancing!
It's futile! That won't be enough to stop us! Not as we are now!
Things are proceeding well.
Take that!
Keep it up.
This territory, the enemy officer, has been defeated. Let's go.
Take that! Proper strategy can overcome any obstacle. Take this.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Attack!
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Take this!
The enemy officer has been defeated.
No use! I'm afraid this is my power. All my might!
Situation.
The enemy officer has been defeated. Now, take this.
Let's give it to them.
I've been waiting for this.
Take this!
Infested.
The enemy officer
Proper strategy
has been
can
defeated.
overcome any obstacle.
Take this.
I can't
The
believe
enemy officer has been defeated.
The ones who attacked us are all taken care of. Huang Su is the only one left. Let's go! Time to advance!
Unrivaled strength and bravery to spearhead our assault. Has my brother always struck such a stalwart figure?
Meant to catch Sun Tzu off guard. But solve your plans. At the very least, I shall claim your head and strike a blow to your cause! Now!
witness to my power.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
End this!
Concentrate.
Not bad. Watch the master at work.
All my might.
The enemy officer has been defeated. The enemy officer has been defeated.
Retreat is our only option here, as regrettable as it may be. There's no reason to head back the way we came. We should be able to join up with Lord Sunsa ahead.
Damn you, wild beast of jungle. You mean to invade our lands once again? You had best prepare yourselves.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Just as I hunted your father.
Do not underestimate us, Swangsu.
Let's kill him. See that?
These are the blades of the Han, carrying on the will of Sun Jian. The pride of my family. You shall fall!
I challenge you to battle. Prepare yourself.
You are indeed a true warrior of the Three Kingdoms. You have a gleam to you that others do not.
All my might. Can't believe this.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
I have defeated the enemy officer.
Concentrate.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Bear witness to my power. Concentrate.
All my might.
This territory is ours. The enemy officer has been defeated.
Let us join you.
So the cub has grown into his own. The Sun family are a force to be reckoned with. For the sake of Jing, you must be dealt with. Stop right there, Huangzu! Damn, he escaped. This battle is ours! Raise a cry of victory, men!
Zuluan, it's been too long. So it really was you. I never would have expected this. But why didn't you tell me where you were? What are you saying, Zuluan? Don't tell me you've forgotten who I am. You won't answer? Or maybe you can't. Then it's true. You really have forgotten everything. Well, I suppose I should have known. If you had your memories, you never would have allied yourself with Sun Ce and become a vassal to the Han. You have forgotten your mission, your ideals, and the promises you made, and now you're floating aimlessly through life. Yet even so, you are unable to escape your fate as a guardian of peace. You submit to a higher power and act as a weapon for them, just as you did as a guardian of peace once before. Though this seems even more pitiful, Juha, what did she say to you in the end? Did she tell you to forget everything and live on, or to pursue true peace? If you can't remember, then let me remind you. Juha is dead. You were there when it happened. And now you're living a carefree life, free from any memory of her death. Perhaps that is the greatest insult of all. Remember, Zuluan!
Are you crying? Go, Zuluan. Down your own path. Are you crying? I'm fine. Go, Zuluan. Down your own path.
I thought you had both died. I never imagined. I thought I was alone. Maybe I was being foolish, desperately clinging to a past that will never return. I have some advice for you, Zuluan. In these times of strife, the only people lauded as heroes are those who wield their blades with abandon and drown themselves in blood. In that sense, Sun Ce certainly is a hero. He's building his nation atop the bodies of those who oppose him. If you choose to follow his path, I will not hesitate to stand against you once more. A true hero is one who saves people and brings peace to the world. But such heroes no longer exist.
For every supporter of the Sun family, there's someone else who openly shuns them.
I caught a massive fish. It's been a while, but we're eating well tonight. scars left by Uebu's assault truly run deep.
Advance! All of you, follow me! Let's march!
This location is too valuable to be taken. Fortify our defenses, comrades!
The enemy officer has been defeated. 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 The officer has been defeated.
And push on forward!
Take this! The enemy officer has been defeated.
Time has come to show the results of our training.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
You are a true warrior of the Three Kingdoms. Bear witness to me.
choosing solitude on the battlefield. You must be good. Let us fight! Take this! The enemy officer has been defeated. The enemy officer has been defeated. The enemy officer has been defeated.
This area will make a fine addition to our territory. Gotcha.
That one's the key to turning the tide. Begin pursuit. Immediately.
Oh my God! Keep pressuring them. The enemy officer has been defeated. Take this! The enemy officer has been defeated.
You are a true warrior of the Three Kingdoms.
A little rash to be charging in alone for the sake of valor. Guess you want to die. Concentrate. All my might. I can't.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
You sure know how to fight. Bear witness to my power. Concentrate. All my might.
Now,
get serious.
take this! Now, bear witness to my power. With all my might.
Fell to my incredible might! Can't believe this.
The enemy officer has been defeated. This territory is ours. officer has been defeated.
I hear an irritating whelp out there. I shall go silent.
The enemy officer has been defeated. Concentrate.
perfection!
All my might!
Can't believe this!
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Been defeated now!
All my might! Concentrate. Bear witness to my power.
Draws here!
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Lord Zuluan has a discerning eye. Ah, he's just so cool. Juha. I see. I had been wondering who she was, and why she chose to help you. It may be that the Juha you saw was a mirage, created by your own sense of guilt. That seems to be the logical conclusion. Zuluan, I believe now is the time for you to face the real Juha. You should figure out what it was that all of you staked your lives to accomplish. You, Juha, Bailuan, and all of the Guardians of Peace. Don't you think you're underestimating me, Zuluan? I think you ought to place a little more faith in me. The key to unlocking your past is most likely the incense used by the Guardians of Peace. Well, while you've been off fighting, I've been busy myself. Very busy, in fact. However, I'm afraid the truth is crueler than you might imagine, Zuluan. I would understand if you wish to avoid learning the truth. That too is a valid choice. But if you do decide you want to unravel your past, it would be my duty as a doctor to offer my full assistance. That said, we had best try out the incense first of all. I will be rather embarrassed if it doesn't help you remember anything.
With all those brutes using him to gain power,
It'd be nice to go to sleep.
the children remain innocent and unflappable.
This town has gotten bigger now that I think about it.
Lord Eugene is way too strict.
Not many people can read and write. The few who can.
Let's go.
I challenge you to battle. Prepare yourself. Take this!
Now,
take this! All my might! Can't believe this.
the enemy officer has been defeated. This territory is ours.
Come on, what are you waiting for? Let's get this fight started!
Bear witness to my power. Bear witness to my power. With all my might. Let's end this.
Situation.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
So you remember? We fought the government forces that came to purge our village and were cut down. And now, you know. I am but a fragment of your memory, a mirage from your past, born of your deep, painful regret over having survived that day. I think this will probably be the last time you'll see me. You do not need me anymore. Because now, you remember it all. The dreams we shared, the path we chose, the hopes that I passed on to you. I made my own choices, my own decisions. I lived my life without regrets. Feeling guilty for our deaths only cheapens our resolve. So please, do not blame yourself anymore. From this point on, do not let your desire to atone for your past shape your future. Instead, be guided by your will to see your choices through. Now, go forth. You do not need to look back at us anymore. And thank you, Ziluan. Take care of Bailuan for us.
Good. It seems you were able to remember Chuha. That success is a weight off my mind. You did well. I officially pronounce you cured, which means my work is complete. Yes, there is nothing more to be done. Well, I haven't really decided just yet. That's sad. I've always thought of visiting the land where my father studied medicine. Perhaps now is the time. As for you, Zuluan, you will be fine without me. Now that you know who you are, you're free to live your life as you wish. Such maudlin sentimentality. That doesn't sound like my Zuluan at all. Did you eat something strange? But yes, despite my teasing, our journey has been one of the most rewarding times in my life. I met so many people, all fighting to survive this chaotic era. On second thought, maybe I could linger for a while longer yet. After all, what better place to fulfill my duty? Well, I call it a duty, but it's a humble matter compared to the exploits of someone like yourself. I learned medicine from my father, and he from his father. Along with that knowledge, they passed down the ideal of healing the sick and aiding the wounded. Now that I'm of a certain age, it's my duty to pass that ideal on to someone else. Just as Chuha passed her dreams and ideals on to you. Which is a roundabout way of asking, would you let me travel with you a little while longer? Thank you, Zuluan. I mean, that is to say, I shall continue to be at your service and provide what help I can.
I was wondering who the new threat was. So they were after Sun Tzu. I appreciate you informing me. Sun Tzu will be safe for now, and he escaped injury in the last battle as well. Agreed. And as it happens, I have received another worrying piece of news.
There has been an uprising by the remaining forces of Shigong, the former governor of Wu, and the now leaderless Shan Yue. They might gain support from other factions looking to invade Xiangdong. If we attack Liu Biao without taking care of them, the ground we stand on will swiftly collapse.
We have made all this progress through sheer momentum and the force of Sun Tzu's will. But now, the cracks are threatening to show. It may be wise for us to hold for a moment. We cannot proceed without solid footing, after all. But I know Sun Tzu, and he's not one to just stay put. For every supporter of the Sun family, there's someone else who openly shuns them.
Lord Zuluan has a discerning eye.
What's this? Why, it's quiz time. What phrase?
Sorry for dragging you all the way out here. And you needn't be so formal and polite with me. It was only recently that I joined the Sun clan. That's why I'd like to get to know everyone better. Grow closer. I figured I could start with you. Haha, I can see your guard's up. You can relax, though. I've just taken an interest in you. The Sun clan's roar has been heard throughout the land as of late. Lord Zhou Yu cited your service as a great contribution to such advances. So, I'd like to hear why you joined up with the Sun clan. And don't skimp on the details, please. Perhaps you and I are similar, having entrusted Lord Xuansu with some kind of hope of ours. For some time now, I've dreamed of setting out in these turbulent times, dashing through the land along with warriors of prominence. And I did become involved with many such individuals, but among them, Lord Xuansu was simply on another level. I knew I could entrust him with my aspirations and concentrate fully on my efforts to realize them. So, that's my story. I'd like to... I really went on there for a while. Regardless, as we're fighting under the same flag, wouldn't it be best to be on friendly terms? Ah, that's just what I was hoping to hear. You know, I'm actually feeling a bit overwhelmed here. Despite being a newcomer, I've been given an important task, laying the groundwork for the Sun clan. To accomplish that, I will need to rely on the opinions of those who have traveled throughout the land, like yourself. As such, I'd really appreciate it if you'd join me in discussion from time to time. It would be like a secret strategy council. You'd really be doing me a favor.
They say the Sun family comes from around here. Talk about an overblown homecoming.
For every supporter of the Sun family, there's someone else who opened.
Lord Zuluan has a discerning eye.
So, you never cease to amaze me. You smashed straight through the enemy line and sent their soldiers scattering. It felt as if I'd be left in the dust if I took my eyes off you for a moment.
It was a bold move, brother. To lead your men from the front line like that. I hope I may someday have the courage to do the same.
My lord, I wouldn't advise that.
Me neither. Don't just imitate what I do, Chuen. You have your own strengths and talents. Charging ahead like an enraged bull is just in my nature, though I suppose I may have inherited it from my father. But without you and Zhou Yu to hold up the flanks and consolidate our gains, my mad assaults would be as useful as charging the sea.
Sun Tzu.
What's with that look? I'm just following your advice and trying a little self-reflection.
But, sir, you didn't mention me. What do I bring to the table?
Well, that's easy. You're just as crazy as me and the old man.
Next battle, let's smash through the enemy lines together.
Thanks for that.
This family. But come now. Your kingdom is growing stronger by the day, which is why you must move to solidify your position. I've been hearing some disturbing rumors from the north. A new storm may soon be upon us, and we do well to prepare for its coming.
So once we've quashed this rebellion, Tzu should take a rest from his labors and leave the work to his faithful siblings, right? There are no enemy lines to smash at the moment. A perfect time for you to rest and recuperate, Tzu, until your particular talents are needed again.
All right, all right.
You know what? I think I'll visit Father's grave. A lot has been going on, and he'll want to hear the news.
Well, with a battle of such a massive scale, a kingdom-wide strategy can affect its outcome. To that end, a text called The Six Secret Teachings might be of use. I can provide it, if you're interested.
Thank you. I would be most indebted.
Ah, good thing you came when you did. I have just been talking with someone exceptional, not unlike yourself. This man here.
Who? Me? I don't think I fit that description at all. Oh, yes. Pardon me. I am Louis Meng. I believe this is the first time we've met.
He is the mightiest of all our young officers, and is also highly talented in matters unrelated to war. Quick-witted, curious, and adept at learning. He's surely the most promising of our newer officers. Although, that said, I'm almost just as new.
You mustn't downplay your achievements, Lord Lu Su. Wu depends on you enormously. If I am to match you, I will have to make great efforts.
Yes, that's the spirit. This kingdom offers plenty of opportunities, no matter whether you're a newcomer or a veteran. Your time will come soon enough, and I, for one, cannot wait to see it. I hope you will give him your support.
I am still a novice, but I do appreciate the encouragement. As a matter of fact, I've already heard so much about you. And I was amazed. They say you won the Sun family's trust simply through your own deeds, without anyone to vouch for you.
You have his respect, and he'd like to make you his role model. Isn't that right, Louis Mong?
Lord Lusu! I'm the one who's embarrassed. I should have asked him to keep that secret. In any case, I intend to continue improving. Even more so now that you've heard that. I hope we can better ourselves together.
I wasn't expecting to have to deal with the Shan Yue again. We may have gone about things too hastily.
They are merely a rabble. I doubt they will pose much of a problem, although... I hear that Yuan Shao and Cao Cao are about to clash in Hebei. It's possible that one of them was worried about us intervening, and so instigated the uprising.
Either way, we will do what we always do. Rout the enemy and quash the uprising. Nothing complicated. We're counting on you, too. Keep an eye on Lord Xuan Ce, would you? Just in case. Please, don't say things like that. I'm worried enough as it is.
Have a little more courage. Then again, we ought not disregard your intuition. Let us all keep our eyes and ears open and watch for anything suspicious.
Well, it's almost time for the meeting. I just hope we get through this battle without any more misfortune.
Time has come for the Sun to rise up again.
Business has been good. Things show the people coming.
They say the Sun family comes from around here. Talk about an overblown homecoming.
Let's begin.
Right.
Yes. Now then.
Fine.
My wisdom shall bring victory to us all.
We can do it.
Of course, it is no easy task uniting a realm. But then, I'm not one who gives up without a fight.
Now, let us split our forces
The enemy
and take
officer
control of the
has
area.
been defeated.
Don't let me down!
The enemy is disorganized, but we must not be complacent. Let's watch each other's backs.
This land belongs to our fathers, and their fathers before them.
The
Outsiders,
enemy
take it
officer
from us!
has been defeated.
Begin advancing!
The enemy has yet to reveal their hand. Tricky when you don't know what you're up against.
They have superior numbers, but we have the advantage of the terrain. Target the Sun leaders. Take them down, and we win!
They're going after not only me, but Quan and Xiang too. I have to stop them, quickly!
The enemy officer has been defeated.
is our quarry! There they are! They're charging forth from the fort! I will stop them! Time to advance!
The enemy is targeting us, it seems. But I'm not afraid. I will
The enemy
vanquish each
officer
enemy before
has
me
been defeated.
and inspire courage in our soldiers. That is how I choose to live.
The worst is behind us. Make sure that doesn't happen again.
One down! Many more to go!
The enemy officer has been defeated. The enemy officer has been defeated.
Building a nation is easy. It's keeping the peace that is difficult. Especially so, perhaps, under Sun Tzu.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
My brother's drive and ambition influence those around him.
The enemy officer
I see why he
been
needs
defeated.
support.
This territory is the enemy officer has been defeated. Now,
Another one falls behind me.
We should be able to fend off their assault. But there's a forest ahead. They are hiding forces. It will be there. We need to beat back their main force as quickly as we can.
Time to advance!
There he is! It's Swan Twin! Glory to the man who strikes him down!
An enemy ambush? Where did they come from?
Take back our strategic position! Forward! Begin advancing!
The foe is disorganized, but that makes them harder to read. We'd be more troublesome.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
I hope the others are all right.
I've been waiting for this. Take this.
You never fail
The
to
enemy
impress
officer
me with your feats.
has been defeated.
Well, we managed to survive that. But the enemy has the advantage of the terrain. We'd best be careful.
Now, strike down the Sun leaders! With our own hands, we shall protect our land!
It's an ambush. Take that! Hold formation! Prepare for battle! Now! Take that! Prepare for battle!
Take this!
Graceful you were.
The enemy officer
I can't
has been
help but
defeated.
gaze at your feet.
Let's go.
Take that!
I've been waiting for this.
Battle is more intense than I anticipated. But I will continue to fight without complaint.
This territory is
Momentous to our advantage.
Slay as many officers as necessary to fulfill my duty.
Good work. We've defeated the enemy. Trying to ambush us.
It is time. The incense of confusion will this terrible.
The enemy officer
Zuluan
has been defeated.
The so-called hero that you idolized is no more.
Cannot just let it end like this. Comrades, let us press our army forward and take the Sun leaders. Begin advancing.
Needing to come to my aid. I guess it's an acceptable situation.
Damn, this is tough. But they won't take me down that easily.
Perfect timing. I was looking for an opportunity to test my new tactics.
I knew you'd come out. I'm glad I believed in you.
Take this. The enemy officer has been defeated. Now, let's give it to him. The enemy officer
Unexpected
has
result.
been defeated.
You are a true warrior of the Three Kingdoms, indeed.
Good. The enemy officer has been defeated.
We shall crush this rebellion and make our nation strong.
This way! Stay on guard!
The kingdom will not know peace. We cannot win the hearts of the people. That said, bringing the Shan Yue over to our side will take some doing.
It's no easy task to change people's minds. Let's deal with the current unrest first, before making grand plans.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
That was the last of the traitors. In the end, the revolt was less dangerous than it first appeared. But what of my brother? I must inform him that the rebellion has been crushed.
Zuluan, hear me. Your hero shall never take flight again.
The heart of the sacred bird has grown still and cold. The young boy grew to be a man, and over the years, grief and remorse gave way to rage and hatred. Wandering the boundless world, searching for the purest revenge, thirsting and starved, bleeding from the body as well as the soul. And then he came upon the people of the mountains. But how could you possibly fathom what lies within his heart? How can one who has forgotten everything possibly see into the mind of one who remembers everything? The path upon which you both tread has been divided into two. Now, there is only one way to reach the end, through your shared trust and mutual resolve.
I must be caught up in some bewitchment.
Tzu. Where are you?
Well, we won. Looks like they won't need me leading the charge anymore.
What the hell?
I didn't expect this. Sorry. Yuan. Shangxiang. Jiu, Yumi. My friend. Our country. Our family. You must.
So, my brother really has...
Yes. I will go and look for him. I refuse to believe it until I see him with my own eyes.
Zhou Yu, wait. Are you serious?
Sun Tzu wouldn't die in a place like this. I refuse to believe that he is dead.
Don't be so naive. No warrior is so great that he can escape death. Have you forgotten that already?
But Lord Chengpu...
You are no fool, Zhou Yu. That is why you of all people should understand. What is the correct choice in this situation? What would Lord Sun Sa expect of you? Trust me, I know how you're feeling. But if you cannot keep your emotions in check, even more of us might die.
We should retreat. Without our commander, our forces are in disarray. We cannot allow the enemy to take advantage of us in this state.
Well said.
Then we shall prepare for the retreat. We need to move without letting the enemy see.
We should help.
My brother really is gone, isn't he? Everyone must be feeling devastated. Zhou Yu and Shangxiang too. Although they're trying to act strong. But I don't understand. I can't work out what this is I'm feeling right now. I should be grieving for my brother. But what I feel is so much less admirable than that. Rather than grief, I simply fear the responsibility that now falls upon me. Can I really take over my brother's role? It's kind of you to say so. But no. I must do whatever I can in his stead. I need time. My apologies, but I would like to be alone.
Cao Cao emerged victorious from a decisive battle with Yuan Shao, becoming the most powerful individual in the land. He actively strove to establish hegemony over Hebei, and in turn, the entire land. The Sun clan fell into turmoil after being tragically deprived of their lord once again. However, with their combination of capable youth and dependable seniority, they were able to secure territory for the Kingdom of Wu. Their future now lay in the hands of their young leader. Liu Bei had yet to establish his territory and could not realistically attempt to gain supremacy. But he focused on gaining something worthwhile out of his indecision. The turbulent sea of the era turned into a powerful whirlpool, and before long, into a violent torrent. Chapter 5. With Zhuge Liang's assistance, Liu Bei decides on a plan to gain power. A decisive battle is held at Chibi.
Recently, we have been hearing reports of potential upheaval in Lujiang. There are rumors of Governor Li Shu plotting a rebellion.
Another rebellion. Things have been getting worse and worse since we lost Lord Sun Tzu.
The death of a leader always brings conflict. We should consider this a good opportunity to eliminate some of our rivals.
I have also heard that Li Shu is receiving support from Cao Cao. We should quell the rebellion swiftly, if only to suppress his influence. What say you, my lord?
Yes, I agree.
Many thanks. Now then, let us prepare our troops for battle. The kingdom has not yet recovered from the loss of our leader. How about taking the field yourself to prove your might to the other lords?
Fine. I will defer to you in terms of battle plans, Zhou Yu.
Looks like Lord Zhou Yu's busier than ever. I sure hope he's not tiring himself out. They say Lord Huanggai is close to the Shan.
Hello there.
see Lord Sun Tzu again.
Wait here. We need to make sure it's safe.
We are stronger together. Support each other. And fight as one. Begin the advance.
Defeat and opening. The enemy officer has been defeated. An opening! Let's go. Now. This territory is ours. Let's go. Let's go. Yes! Yes! An opening. Take that.
Is this the end?
This territory is out. The enemy officer has been defeated. Let's go.
This appears to be as far as we go.
Perfect timing. I was looking for an opportunity to test my new tactics.
Let's go.
Halt the advance! I'll observe the enemy from this vantage point.
It's a stalemate. We need to find a way to get on top. I am glad you're here. I was actually getting a little anxious.
This territory is out. The enemy officer has been defeated. Let's go.
Your aid is truly welcome. I reckon we're all in your debt now.
How graceful you were.
The enemy officer has been
I
defeated.
can't help but gaze at your feats.
We must assess the situation.
territory. The enemy officer has been defeated. Let's go!
Halt! We must assess the situation.
Halt! We wait here for now.
We should hold here.
Now!
Take this. Time to act. Take this. This territory is ours. Let's go. Let's go.
Unprepared charge into enemy ranks will be the end of you.
Got this. I see it. I've been waiting for this. Table set. With all my might. This territory, the enemy officer has been defeated. Let's go.
Go on.
The enemy officer has been defeated. Let's get serious. Time to attack has arrived. Prepare for battle.
enemy officer has been defeated.
Gotcha! Take this! Take this! Take this! Take this! Take this! I see it. With all my might.
The enemy officer has been
Rest
defeated.
assured, payback awaits you.
You've accomplished more than I could. The enemy officer has been defeated.
Nothing left to fear. Our indelible courage shall see us through this battle.
The time to launch our attack is at hand. Everyone, lend me your strength.
Indeed, you really do seem to be a true warrior of the Three Kingdoms.
The enemy officer has been
cannot
defeated.
end here. I must pull back.
It's time for my performance.
This will do.
This should be good. You are no match for me.
How could I?
The enemy officer has been defeated.
I cannot fail. For the sake of those who believe in me.
Bolster our defenses. We cannot hand over this position.
Onwards! Follow your general! Forward march!
We'll set up here. Get ready, everyone.
Done well.
The enemy officer
skills are
has
honed
been
with
defeated.
each passing day.
Take this. Go on. The enemy officer has been defeated. This territory is ours.
Okay, we're back on track. Back on the road to victory!
We're joining our allies. Such cooperation shall surely bring good fortune. Go on. The enemy officer has been defeated.
There we go!
My power alone is insufficient for a comeback.
Done for. I see it. Can't believe this.
The enemy officer
Such great
has been
strength.
defeated.
I'm pulling back for now.
Good. Try to maintain that fighting spirit and vigor.
You're just in time. We're about to begin the counterattack.
Take this. This territory. The enemy officer has been defeated.
This officer bows before the might of the Sun family.
We'll give you our support.
Open. Time to act. Take this. This territory is ours. Let's go. Turn the table. The enemy officer has been defeated.
Take this. Tables turn.
Situation.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
There we go!
Impressive.
The enemy officer
There's a lot I can learn from you.
Let's go.
Here's the resistance is futile. Oh, just the right time. Quickly, lend us a hand.
And open it.
Die!
Tide of battle is back in our favor. The enemy officer
Keep pressing.
has been defeated. Time to act. I've been waiting for this.
Where did I go wrong? Things don't look too good.
I can't believe
The enemy officer has been defeated.
How am I getting cornered? Seriously?
Where did I go wrong? Things don't look too good.
So you've come. Sorry, but your help is needed here.
Opening!
What the heck took you
The
so
enemy
long?
officer has
Just
been
kidding.
defeated.
Thanks, I appreciate it.
Insufficient for a comeback.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
I'm falling back for now. I must leave the rest to you.
Turn the table.
Things are finally starting to work.
The enemy officer
Let's keep
has
on
been
pushing.
defeated.
There we go! Tables.
That's an officer? You must be kidding!
Take this. There we go. Take that. Can't believe this.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Let's go. We're headed over to support our allies. I want to see a bold advance. Everyone!
All of you, advance! Keep up with your commander! Commence the advance!
An opening!
Onwards! Follow your general!
The enemy officer
Forward march!
has been defeated. The enemy officer has been defeated. The enemy officer
shall return after reviewing my strategy.
Most impressive!
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Let's go. Let's provide our support. Do not hold back.
Choosing solitude on the battlefield. You must be good. Let us fight!
Time to act. It's not enough.
Now that you are here, things do not seem so bad.
Take this! Yes, the resistance is futile. Oh my God!
The enemy officer has been defeated. Take this.
Accomplished more than I could have hoped for.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Let's go. Oh! Just the right time. Quickly, lend us a hand. Opening. Take it. You are a true warrior of the Three Kingdoms.
The enemy officer has been defeated. Tables turned.
officer has been defeated.
Take this!
This appears to be as far as we go.
Take this! Let's go!
Your aid is truly welcome. I reckon we are all in your debt now. Proper strategy is the quickest way to victory.
That an officer? You must be kidding!
I see it.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Defeated the enemy!
Victory is at hand. Keep up the pace.
I see it.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
You have your opponent. I challenge you to battle. Prepare yourself. There we go.
Turn the table. Take this.
There we go.
Let's end this.
I can't believe this.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
They say Lord Huangai is close to the Shan Yue.
Such are the key lessons of war given in the Wu Tzu. It is such an old tome, but I trust it will be of some use to you.
Thank you. I shall be sure to apply this wisdom.
Ah, perfect timing. I was just wrapping up today's lesson.
The great knowledge passed down through generations. The strategies studied by Lord Sun Xuan.
Jotai is a fine student, much to my surprise. I did not expect him to take to the books so well. I actually have something to discuss with you. Will you join us? The other day, Jotai talked to me. He wished to know what I thought of him. It was quite a shock. In retrospect, I came to realize I had not truly faced Jotai as I should have. I always assumed I caused him much trouble with my shortcomings. Driven by self-serving doubt, I acted coldly toward him.
I told you. I do not mind. There is no need to.
Quite. And so we struck a deal. Jotai will teach me the art of battle, and I will impart my knowledge to him. In this way, we can learn from each other. Because we care for each other, we can rely on each other without reserve. I suppose this is the way trust should be. We're off to the training ground next, for my own lesson. Don't go easy on me, Jotai.
Oh, I certainly won't. my thanks. You encouraged me to open up to him, and I did. It turns out, Lord Sun Quan was waiting for me to do exactly that. Yes, thanks to you, I shall always be in your debt. You are a true friend indeed. I hope that one day I will be able to help you as well.
Lord Sun Quan's leading Wu? I hope he can get help from those around him. Everyone says that Dan Cao Cao is going to rule this land. How dull.
Wu has overcome every crisis until this point. I'm sure this will be no different.
The Honorable Warrior is still with us. I've been asked.
Being able to fight alongside famous officers and generals?
You knew exactly where to find me. Did I really stand out that much? I did, huh? Guess I'm finally building a bit of presence after all. Recently, even if I'm not together with Lord Chengpu or Huang Gai, I'm no longer being asked to take care of cleanup tasks. Having gone through 3 generations of Wu, I've finally gained gravitas as an officer. How are you doing? You've been lured into Wu by me, with the promise of food. Any regrets? Good to hear. That sets my mind at ease. I was worried you might say you wanted to be more prominent. On another note, don't you get the feeling that the younger ones are growing more powerful recently? And when they rise up, my hard-fought position will be up for grabs. Will they gain dignity and gravity as Lord Chung Pu did? Or grow bodies of steel like Huang Gai? Thanks. You always know what to say. I really like that aspect of you, you know? Well then, I'm counting on you to always stay by my side. Officers like you and I have to accept that we'll remain unnoticed even as we carry out grand acts. But we can meet up like this sometimes and give each other praise where praise is due. By the way, I ordered way back before you even arrived, and yet it's still not here. Mind checking up on that for me? I'd appreciate it.
The Yangtze's been busy these days, with even more military ships sailing about. Do you think this deployment is daring enough?
Have you heard? They say there's a dragon living up in the mountains of Jing province.
Dragon? I heard it was a phoenix or something like that.
Liu Bei and his sworn brothers fight any...
Runan is no open plain. It's full of rugged terrain. Not exactly a hospitable domain. Hard to stay motivated as tired as we are. I'm just about at the end of my rope. But we won't give up so long as Lord Xiahou Dun gives us hope.
So you're saying Cao Cao will soon seize the reins and reign over the realm?
Of course. He could gain dominion over the land without delay if he so desired.
Another war.
Hard seeing Lord Shao.
Everyone's always talking about Lord Cao Cao now.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Lord Yuan Shao was loved by the people.
I hear Lord Guan Yu has an underling.
What are you waiting for? Let's get this fight started!
All my might.
Situation.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
I challenge you to battle. Prepare yourself.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
I just want our life to remain as it is.
I wonder...
Lord Zheng Liao is a perfect warrior.
I do not care who rules this place. This is my home.
Those guys don't want to unite the world.
Another war? This means another celebration when we win! We're only surviving because my husband is out on the battlefield. I pray that he comes back safe. I'm gonna protect my family when the bad guys come to town!
I do not care who rules this place. This is my home, and I will live out my years right here.
Those guys don't want to unite the world. They just want to fight each other forever.
Lord Zheng Liao is a perfect warrior. Now that's a man who inspires confidence. Lord Shunyo becomes a different person when he drinks. Seeing it for yourself is half the fun.
Hard seeing Lord Xiahou doom.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
I hear an irritating whelp out there. I shall go silence it.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Experience my stratagem, refined to perfection. The end is here.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Defeat.
Curtain draws here.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
I'm surprised to hear that the young ones don't know that Lord Jiashu used to be an enemy. Have you heard? They say there's a
Liu
trap.
Bei and his sworn brothers?
So Lord Sun Quen's leading Wu?
Don't hold back. Order whatever you want. We see each other almost every day, but it's been so long since we've had a chance to relax. Things have been quite chaotic after Lord Sun Quan took command. We should celebrate our efforts. Forgive me. I seem to have led you to believe that serving under our new master has been a burden. Lord Sun Quan is clearly worthy of his position. I have never doubted that. Of course, Lord Sun Sua was an extraordinary man. His bravery and his compassion were second to none. But I see Lord Sun Quan the same way. His steadfast mind and ability to focus on the path ahead will prove to be unparalleled assets. You do? Then my feelings have not clouded my judgment. Lord Sun Quan will be everything we have come to expect from a commander. I can tell by just looking at him. That's what makes me want to dedicate myself to his cause. And if necessary, offer my life to protect him. I think Lord Sun Sua looked at all of us this way. The look of expectation and trust, like that given to family. It may sound disrespectful, but Lord Sun Quan is more like family to me than a master. I can even think of him as my younger brother. Oh, does it bother you? Do not fret. I see you the same way. You, the officers, everyone in Wu, you are all irreplaceable family to me now. You can even call me brother if you want to. How about it? It has a great ring to it. Now I have family to rely on. Maybe we should become sworn brothers to seal the deal. Well, tomorrow is another busy day. Eat and drink to your heart's content. We will need our strength. And let's stay together from now on. Together, we will secure the future of the Sun family. Our family.
Young Xi's been busy these days, with even more military
Do you remember that day, when I came to you unannounced to ask you to take the future of the Sun Clan into your hands? I see. I suppose it would be too selfish of me to ask you to forget it. I must admit that at the time I had lost all sense of dignity. Just when I thought I had seen enough battles to be able to pick out a novice by the way his weapon shakes in his hands, there I was. I had assumed that there was no youth left in this haggard body, but in that moment, I glimpsed it well. And how do you feel about all of this? Everything that's happened since joining us in service of the Sun family? Then I will make no apologies. If it brought you to our side, then even bowing my head to you was well worth the effort. Lord Sun Quan has succeeded Lord Sun Sa as the head of the Sun family. I do not doubt the talents of Lord Sun Quan, even though he has become a leader at such a young age. Truth be told, he has attracted many new talented people to his side. With such a momentum, they are sure to become a nigh unstoppable force to be reckoned with across the land. My role in this is to keep Lord Sun Quan and his young acolytes from letting all that power go to their heads. We cannot let a tragedy like the one that befell Lord Sunsa happen again. And I care not if people say I'm out to spoil the mood. I will carry out my duty. You're going to be there watching me give the youngsters a hard time with my veins popping out of my head. You'd enjoy that, I'm sure. I have my principles, so I care not one bit what the young ones think about me. But I must also admit that having someone to talk to like this brings me great comfort. And I wouldn't want to get that from anyone but you. These quiet moments we have together are what keep me going. It is my hope that you feel the same.
Everyone says that damn Cao Cao is going to rule this land. How dull. I miss the days when thieves were timid.
Oh, it's you. Go show him what you're made of.
I just want our life to remain as it is.
Hungry keeps you in low spirits.
Come on, what are you waiting for? Let's get this fight started!
All my might.
Pitiful situation.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
I challenge you to battle. Prepare yourself.
Now. Concentrate. Now. All my might. There we go. Take this. Can't believe this.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Now. Done for. Now. Can't believe this.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Let's end this. Pitiful situation.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Lord Yuanxia was
It seemed like Lord Sun Ce really would live up to the nickname Little Conqueror.
But now, that's probably why it happened. Some folks didn't want him to be a conqueror, little or no.
Lord Han Dong does so much for such little recognition, he deserves a much loftier position. Not one time has Lord Zhou Tai brought shame upon his family name. Take this! Can't believe this.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Now! Take that! All my might!
The enemy officer has been defeated.
challenge you to battle. Prepare yourself. Now, all my might. Can't believe this.
The enemy officer has been defeated. The enemy officer has been defeated.
I wonder...
We need you to join the attack on Lujiang as well. We don't expect it to be an especially difficult battle, but if we don't deal with this properly, these fights could continue long into the future. Ever since Sun Ce died, fear has been brewing throughout the kingdom, and even within our own ranks. The rebellion in Lujiang is being fueled by Cao Cao's meddling. But it never would have happened under Sun Ce's leadership. We must put out this fire before it spreads any further. The future of Wu is at stake. It might not be worth much coming from me, but there is no need to worry. Lord Sun Quan is a fine leader of the House of Sun in his own right. While he may not have the bravery of Sun Ce, he is both wise and decisive. It seems he is stumbling under the weight of his new responsibilities at the moment. But I know he will stand strong and become a pillar for Wu. What purpose does a subject have without faith in his leader? That is the way I see it.
It is indeed very unfortunate that he lost both his father and a brother. But he cannot expect to lead if he continues to be so timid.
Lord Zhengzhao, you may wish to speak a bit more softly.
I must speak loudly if I am to be heard.
If you doubt our leader's ability, you should close your mouth and raise your banner in revolt. That's what I would do.
If you lack the conviction to challenge him, keep it to yourself, Zhengzhao. Nothing's more useless than a retainer who offers only compliments.
I did not intend to sow doubt. But as it stands, Lord Sun Quan is the leader of a kingdom. If he doesn't get a hold of himself soon, there will be trouble. Hopefully, the next battle will be a turning point for him.
Despite what he says, I get the feeling that Chang Chao is more worried about Lord Sun Quan than any of us.
Yes, true loyalty can be a difficult thing to perceive. Be that as it may, we are only officers in the House of Sun. It is not our duty to meddle in our leader's personal affairs.
Very true. There are some things that Lord Sun Quan must face himself. For now, we should keep our thoughts to ourselves and prepare for battle. That is the best way to express our devotion to our Lord.
Looks like Lord Zhou Yu's busier than ever. I sure hope he's not tired.
Everyone is uneasy after what happened to my brother. It's times like these that I need to hold my head up high I know very well that neither he nor father would ever give up and lose heart. I'll be fine. Besides, there is no way a daughter of the Sun clan could ever avert her eyes from our troubles. Both my father and Soa would valiantly lead our forces into battle to claim victory with their own hands, surviving the world at its worst. That is what brought our people under their command. Simply being born into the Sun clan is not enough to earn their respect. The leader of the Sun clan must prove their strength. And right now, our leader, my brother Chuen, is struggling. This means that I will have to lead our troops into battle in his place. In times of trouble, family is the one thing we can always rely on. I'm really going to have to be at my best.
Lord Sun Quan, you look rather discouraged.
Oh, Taishitsu. The moment word of my brother's death began to spread, a rebellion broke out. Even my inner circle has begun to lose faith in me. I'm sick of constantly being reminded of my own inadequacy. If only I were more like my brother, then I would be able to quell their fears.
Lord Sun Sua certainly was capable of that. He was a great man. Perhaps that is the best way to describe him.
I have to win our next battle to prove my strength. If I am unable to do that, the Warriors of Wu will never accept me as their leader. That duty is weighing very heavily on my shoulders. Now, I understand the burden that my brother and father had to bear.
If I may, Lord Sun Quan. There are men under my command who know only of horses, and others who do nothing but read. Some can barely hold a sword. And yet, they are all excellent soldiers, with skills that can be put to great use in battle. Each of them is invaluable in their own way. The same principles applies to the differences between you and Lord Sun Sua. You cannot become Lord Sun Sua no matter how hard you try, so you should do things your own way to reveal your true strengths and abilities. What we as subjects want is not the man that Lord Sun Sua was. We simply want a leader that is worthy of our loyalty and service. Perhaps I've said too much. I will leave you now, my lord.
My own strengths. You have your own strengths and skills. You were right, brother.
They say Lord Huanggai is close to the Shan Yue. Rumor is that they're a rough bunch, though.
Is this really a battle we can win? If Lord Sun Jin and Lord Sun Shi were here, they would be on the front lines themselves, leading us all to victory.
But Lord Sun Chen has promised nothing more than to guard our backs. That may be a wise decision as a commander, but will the soldiers of Wu accept it?
I wonder. Lord Sun Chen, many of our men have expressed their dissatisfaction with our strategy for the next battle. They are wondering if the leadership of the Sun clan plans to sit back and watch as they risk their lives fighting.
I suppose I cannot avoid such doubts, but I devised this plan personally, after much consideration.
And I will be leading our troops into battle myself. I am a lady of the House of Sun. I will not be accused of inaction in the face of danger. My brother will be watching over us all as our commander. His role will be to keep a close eye on our situation in battle.
No amount of explaining will put everyone's mind at ease. I am who I am. I will never replace my father or my brother in the way you all expect. So, I will have to prove my strength with my own actions and achievements. I want you to trust me just this once. I swear that I will lead you to victory in this battle.
Well then, let us see what you can do.
Let's begin.
Listen up, everyone. Aye.
Now then.
It is I, Sun Shangshang, the Bow Maiden.
Don't let me down now. The death of my brother has shaken the foundations of the kingdom. That is why now, more than ever, we must put down this rebellion. I will need help from all of you to make things right. Rest assured that I too will be doing all in my power to fulfill my duty.
Has been defeated.
I'll lead the charge. Everyone, follow me.
So, how exactly are we going to win this? Can't wait to see how this one plays out.
Charging at the enemy's front line head-on is the kind of fighting the Sun family is known for. But she really takes it a bit too far.
All right, they're through. Close the gate!
The enemy officer. They've blocked the path behind us. Looks like they're trying to divide our forces.
This is a little unsettling, but we can't let fear bind us. For now, we need to face forward and keep going.
There they are, just as we planned. Now let your arrows fall upon them like rain.
cunning of our retreat so they can pick us off from afar. So this was their plan.
We don't have to sit here and wait for them to shoot us. Everyone, charge forth without fear. Don't be cowed by the enemy.
Situation.
The enemy officer. It looks like our siege battalion has encountered enemy resistance. We must break through enemy lines and rush to their aid.
Forward march!
Got this. Give it to them. Let's give it to them.
We fight!
All my might.
This territory is the enemy officer has been defeated.
Destroy them!
This is ours.
The enemy officer has been defeated. The enemy officer has been defeated.
I must study and learn your ways.
So soon, I couldn't fulfill my duty.
The arrows have stopped? This must be my brother's doing.
Lord Sun Quan has saved us. Once again,
And I think this
the
is
enemy
the
officer
battlefield
has
accurately.
been defeated.
Commence the advance!
It seems this gate is closed tight. Let's go. Looks like we're going to have to bust in with a ram.
We're going to take control of each critical location as planned. We have to establish a foothold for the siege. Begin the advance.
I see a chance to advance here. Now, onward! Start the advance! Bear witness to my power. Infested.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Is behind the castle.
Take this.
We keep going this way.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
We can attack the enemy from behind.
This
Let us attack the
territory
castle separately from the rest of our forces.
Commence the advance!
We have our foothold, but there are still too many enemy soldiers. If we brought out the ram now, they'll destroy it easily. What we need to do now is keep taking the enemy's strongholds. We have to reduce their numbers to ensure the safety of this area.
And I think
The enemy officer
just when to
has
come
been
to my
defeated.
aid. I was never worried that you wouldn't. Not in the least.
The tide of battle is even again. Now it's time to overwhelm them with our might.
You rats are trying to get inside this way too? So predictable.
Take this!
Reporting! There's
The enemy
fighting
officer
brewing on the eastern
has been
side of the
defeated.
battlefield.
Lusu, now I've decided to join the siege. I'll draw the enemy to me, while the ram is
This
prepared.
territory is and you will be sending the current siege battalion to the east. I think you've made the right choice.
Forward march! Do you really think that's enough to stop us?
All that's left is to scatter the enemies blocking our path. Onward!
The battle is more intense than I anticipated. I will continue to fight without complaint. Needing to come to my aid. I guess it's an acceptable situation.
What would Sun Tzu have done in this situation? He probably would have gone east, perhaps even alone. But Lord Sun Quan is different. He consulted with others and made a prudent decision. He values the lives of his people and does all he can to keep them safe. That is what makes him fit to rule our kingdom.
The enemy officer
is not working
has
out.
been defeated.
Has my trainer done enough?
Amazing!
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Everyone listen! As of now, I am taking over the siege. I want you all to march east. Join forces with our allies there to attack the enemy from behind.
Sometimes
the enemy officer
adjust our plans
has been
to suit
defeated.
the circumstances. You've made a great decision. I have no objections. Go ahead. In the advance.
This territory is under the enemy officer has been defeated.
We never expected reinforcements.
He understands that what wins the day isn't sheer brute force, but using every soldier and every opportunity to their full potential. And blessed with a great leader, this victory will be our way of showing our gratitude. Commence the advance! I was just thinking of you. And now, let's go. You've come to help me.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
We fight!
This officer bows before the might of the Sun family.
Watch the master at work.
This territory
Luck shines on us this day. Keep it up!
All right, let's start getting the ram ready. We'll stand our ground here and keep the enemy at bay.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Keep up the good work.
Easy. I'll give you the honor of it. Taste destruction!
Now! Time to end this!
And I think this is
The enemy officer has been defeated.
The ram looks ready. My lord, we await your orders.
Now is the time to break down the castle gate and finish this fight! Charge!
The enemy officer has been
Not on my
defeated.
watch!
Take this!
Impressive, as always.
The enemy officer
There's a lot I can learn
has
from
been
you.
defeated.
Let's go!
Let's go!
That gate has been breached! How? We had countermeasures in place!
Take that!
I have defeated an enemy officer! I've been waiting for this.
Another one falls behind me. Now.
Your strength is unmatched, and worthy of a true warrior of the Three Kingdoms.
Let's go. Take that.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Slay as many officers as necessary to fulfill my duty.
The enemy officer has been defeated. The enemy officer has been defeated.
Now, bear witness to my power. All my might. Nice try. Now. Take this.
I have defeated the enemy officer.
Nice try. There we go.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
This is a ferocious tune indeed.
Almost at our limits.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Proper strategy is the quickest way to victory.
I knew you would come. Counting on you.
Things have taken a turn for the worse. I must think of something quickly. You've rushed in at my time of need. I shall never forget this. You're no match for me!
End this! This is a ferocious activity.
The time has come. I believe in you.
This will do it.
Concentrate. All my might. Did I think this?
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Take this. Good eye.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Everyone is in high spirits. Let's ride this wave to victory.
Another one falls behind me.
Take this. Here.
You're no match for me.
This territory. The enemy officer has been defeated.
through the front gate if we don't stop them.
The enemy officer has been
I can't
defeated.
help but gaze at your feats.
Xuan, how did a fledgling like you outsmart me?
You're right. I am just a fledgling. That's why you need to remember this. Today, we were defeated not by me, but by the kingdom of Ur, and all the hopes and bonds of its people.
Time for a good old fight. Get ready.
The enemy officer
You're
has been defeated.
outshining everyone else. I must study and learn your ways. You're the adversary indeed.
This territory is ours. The enemy officer has been defeated.
So I failed.
You did it. Thanks, everyone.
This is a ferocious tune indeed.
Father. Brother. I think I can see it now. The kingdom that I must create.
Listen up, everyone. As you all know, I do not have the skill in battle or the mind for strategy that made you respect my brother and my father. I don't have the strength or the courage to lead the charge, sword in hand, to clear our path forward myself. However, I have my own way of fighting, and that is what will allow me to lead you all to victory. Our path forward will not open before a single hero leading the charge. It will be the combined strength of all who reside in the kingdom of U. That incredible force will carry us into a glorious new future. That is how U will fight together and thrive together from now on.
There are those who fight boldly on the front lines, and those who valiantly guard our backs. We cannot win if either force is missing. You will all come to understand that very clearly in this battle.
In this kingdom, and in this army, no one is without a purpose. Each and every one of you is irreplaceable, like family. I trust that everyone will contribute to U in their own unique way. Please, all of you, lend me your strength.
Are you seeing this, my friend? Your little brother might just achieve even greater things than you did.
The battle to restore order in Luqiang ended very favorably.
It was all thanks to Lord Sun Quan discovering his own strengths. He has brought our forces closer together than ever before. And I'm sure this will help to crush the ambitions of those who are looking to stir up trouble in the kingdom.
You still have Cao Cao's meddling to contend with, but this is wonderful news.
Quite. And it certainly doesn't hurt to have a steady flow of incoming talent like yourself.
Oh, I wouldn't consider myself talented. I still have much to learn, which I plan to remedy with rigorous study.
That's what I like to hear. The future of Wu is secure with you, Guimeng. Now, about our next battle.
I think with the momentum we have now, the time is right. We should march on Jing and avenge Lord Sun Jian by defeating Huangzu. If we can all rally behind the same goal and unite as one to achieve it, our bonds with each other will grow even stronger.
There are certainly many among us who desire revenge on him. Whatever the case, we cannot take this plan any further on our own. We should first ask Lord Sun Quan for his judgment on the matter.
They want to take down Huangzu. It's just an idea being discussed for now. I figured this would be a good time to hear everyone's thoughts on the matter.
Not even Lord Sun Ca was able to avenge the death of Lord Sun Jian. We're certainly able and willing to do it now, but...
Is there something worrying you, Father?
No, I just thought it was a bit too soon to stir up trouble. But if this is what Lord Sun Quan desires, then we will respect his wishes.
I too agree with the decision to attack Huangzu. I imagine that Lord Sun Quan also wishes to claim Jing for himself before Cao Cao is able to get his hands on it. But avenging one's father is a very noble pursuit in and of itself. Succeeding will likely earn Lord Sun Quan a great deal of renown.
Ling Cao, you have been blessed with a very bright son. I envy you. Ling Tong, I'm sure you'll grow into an indispensable officer for Wu. I hope to see great things from you. And with that, I will take my leave. I still need to discuss this with everyone else.
Ling Tong, I don't want to see you letting all that praise go to your head. You must always act with awareness of your own standing. We will do all that is necessary in the service of the House of Sun. That is our duty. Never forget that.
You don't need to tell me these things, Father. I'm not a child anymore.
Lord Han Dong does so much for such little recognition. he deserves a much loftier position. Not one time has Lord Jotai brought shame upon his family name.